Whoops. And put the be right back screen on. That's dumb of me. Anyways, hello there. Welcome back to Tunic. We're currently in the, as the game puts it, the far shore version of the world right now. I've lost most of my stats, but I did manage to get the hero laurel, and we already got the first of them, which is the stamina back. But we have quite a ways to go, because we have 6 stats that I still have to grab. Now, there's a certain order I sometimes like taking these in, because they are going to be, some of them are going to be easier than others. Far easier than others to get, depending on what I've done. So, the one I actually want to do first is EBB. If I can get over here. One of the easier ones to do is going to be the garden, I think. Even though the garden is going to be very, very, very much a non-traditional method of getting to it now that I have the far shore here. Or now that we are part of the far shore. But essentially what I want to do is I'm going to go down here. And we're going to go all the way over to here. Yeah, I can't tell you either. Can I do anything over here with you? I can! There's a secret passage here. I forget where this goes. Or are you the one that goes to the, Yeah, you're the one that goes to the waterfall over here. I don't think I needed this. It's an interesting little shortcut, though. It basically allows you to pass by this entire thing without us encountering a single enemy. But that's not why we're here. We're here for this. Well, we're here for a couple of different things, and I can use this as one of them. Over here, I can shoot my way over to here. And we have another coin that I can grab. I think the one I want to use is that one over there, but... yeah, I think I gotta go this way. So we'll go over here, go doing, doing. Doing. There we go. Okay, so we're now in... we should now be back in the garden. Which is where a couple of our spare pages are. And we'll start seeing the corruption in full earnest. Is that not where I'm supposed to go? It's probably this way. Yep. There we go. Okay. So now we have Big Champignon, who will still go very easily to a gunshot. And there we go. You see the corruption over there. What's this way? Making sure. Okay, yeah, I think I do have to go down the other way. There we go. Is there anything over here? It doesn't look like it's going to let me take a cheaty way. Unfortunately. So we do have to take this way over here. There should be more champignons soon. There you are. Up the butt! I forget which one this leads me to, by the way. Ooh, there's two down here. Oh, I forgot. I need the bum. I want the bum. Okay, yeah, you're both low health. I think I can come back around to you a different way. Let's see. I think it's over here. Yes. Wait, I might be going the wrong way. No, I think I'm actually going the right way. Yes, because I can go up here. Wait, no. I think I took the wrong way. I can no longer tell. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're back. Okay. There we go. So we'll go down here. Did I just damage them a bunch for nothing? It's entirely possible. There we go. Give me magic. Give. Thank you. Okay, I do think I want to go up one of these. Yeah, I can go this way. And there's a chest over here. With a fox button. Very nice. Let's see. Perfect. So yeah, now I gotta go over here. Zip across here. And our hero's grave is up here. And I forget which one this will actually give me. I seem to remember it being one of the important ones, though. There's two that I'll need in particular. Yes, defense. That'll be great. Defense is good. Defense is good. Defense is very good. Defense is how we are able to get most of our shit back. By getting defense, I will be a little bit sturdier with the fact that I only have 2 bars of health right now instead of 4. Again, that's completely within the game's thing. We will be able to do it. Thankfully, this is also not one of the ones that requires a massive brawl to get the thing. But it does require that I go back and do a few more things before I continue onwards. I need to figure out... There we go. Because I need to go back about the same way as I did prior. Actually, I'm curious. I can get over to this one. It won't let me go over to the other one. Bad idea, though. Okay, let's go... Ooh, wait, this way. Oh, chest! Give... Hey, it's an HP boost. One which I don't think I actually got in the other one. Because I totally forgot that one was there. Okay. Let's see. I now need to go... this way. Our champignons are going to be re-irritated by me. Are they... Yep, they're back to full health. That won't do. But I think I remember how I can go grab them. Right over here. Magic. Teehee. Okay, now I think I can go back to the flame. There we go. Okay. Now, there was a route that I did not take, and I almost forgot to, and I need it because that's how I get to one of my other pages. So now that we have the little zippy blinky outy ability, we can do like that. Which allows us to finally unlock the teleporter beam in here. Gives us a little extra magic back. Same thing. Now, can I use this way? Yes. Yeah, so I'll have to go out the same way I came in. But now I can use the teleporters on the far shore to reach the final remaining page that I think I have missing. So we can go over here. And we're actually going to need to use the teleporters on the far shore for quite a bit now. It's the only way that I can access certain areas. And there's certain ones we'll want to actually go to before the other ones, just because it'll make my life a whole lot easier. I went way too far. I got all enthused doing the zippies that I was like, nope. Let's go all the way over here. Okay. So, up this way. And let's hit the far shore. Let's hit the far shore version of the teleporters. But even this is gonna be fucked up. So yeah, you can see that a couple of them are actually like screwed up and the portals aren't working and everything is kind of all shit. There we go. I needed to find where I was supposed to do that. Over here. And this should take us to the forest. The forest is the next most easily defensible or easily accessed one. Let me restore. I forget what's here. If it's defense, if it's magic H or HP. Either way, it's valuable. And we have one other thing down here that I should be able to reach with the stamina boost as well. Okay, so Path to Hero's Grave. We're once again going where I found the sword. We are also facing the scabs again. How scabs got in the far shore, who knows? But it's probably not a good sign. But that's one of the easier ones that I can get to, so no big deal. NBD, as they say. And this gets us our attack back, which is actually a very nice one. So our attack and defense are both back, which is honestly pretty good. We have stamina back. Let's see, that leaves us the forest, the quarry, and the atoll. I think the... Not the forest, the fortress, the quarry, and the atoll. The fortress is going to be the easier one of the three. And I think it's also the one that gives me the best remaining boost. We aren't that far off. I already have 3 of the 6, so yeah. We're not that far off. I'm gonna go down here, though, because there's something I can grab. Now that I have the zippies. There's actually more stuff that I can grab down here than just the one thing, but the one is the important. I'm not going for 100% completion, so I'm not going to be able to get, like, most of the statuettes or anything. But oh, I need the orb. Across this portion. And then pew. Another HP boost. Which I still don't have the ability to actually take my HP yet. Okay, that was all I think I needed over here. But nope, I can't actually access from here. I just need to go back to the teleporter. I was thinking like, oh, I think I might be able to access one of the other ones this way. Nope, it's all done through these now. So now I need to find which one is the forest vault. So into the corrupted version of the Far Shore again. Not this one. Oh wait, I might have the page for that. Okay, yeah, here we go. Eastern Vault, top one. So, yep, this one. We'll get there. We don't have too much left to go. And as a matter of fact, a whole bunch of people up here who are like... They could be in meditation or in deep thought, but... Siege engine. I think they're probably lamenting that the siege engine was destroyed and that it wasn't saved. Which is a fair response, really. Considering what happened to the world. But, yeah, we're not too much farther off from it. I can't go that way. See how they blocked it all off. Okay, I want to go up this way. And we'll have a couple more corrupted areas. So let's do fire. Death. Ow, I got jabbed. Go over here and... Oh, there's going to be a few of you. But... Ooh. Heal, heal, heal. Quickly. There we go. Alright, there is a thing you can do over here. It's very simple. Bash the leaf piles. And this gets us another statuette. A broom! The statuettes are used for a secret. The secret, if I remember correctly, tells you how to convert notes into letters. Like note patterns into letters. But we have the heroes graded in the vault now. I'm hoping this gives me HP. Because if this gives me HP, that's our big one. Yes, it gives me HP. That means I can also use the other two upgrades. There we go. So we have our HP. And I have 2 HP that I can upgrade it with. So as soon as I find one of our little things, I can use the bun. And, upgrade myself yet again. Which will be helpful considering one of our hardest fights is still left. Actually, two of our hardest fights, which I saved for last. Unintentionally so, but I did save them for last. Oop, get around. There we go. Let me do this one. Okay. So, let's see. I should be... Can I actually access the... No! That's cruel. It broke. Oh my god, I don't actually remember seeing that before. It's broke. Which is part of the reason why the far shore is fucked. A lot of these got broken. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do on the top that's worth it. There might be one or two things, but I don't think there is enough to justify it. Alright. Up and into the vault. Okay. I think I need the library. Which one is that? Bottom one. Okay. This one here. And we'll actually have a couple of interesting people to talk to here. First, let me sit at the thing. But yeah, our attack and defense should be hopefully good enough to help me out with this next fight. This is one of the two big ones. It's one of the ones that I think sucks the least. Oh, let me also go ahead and bun it up a bit here. Because I can do this. HP to 6. Do I have enough? No, it requires 450. I do not have enough. Well, look who this is. Why, it's our friend the librarian. The one who gave me such an asshole as far as this fight went. I believe the heir is now referring to us. No, actually, no. The heir is referring to the other one. We're the heir to the heir. Holy Cross. Now, there's a thing that I'll have to do entirely based off of, Ooh, did that give me enough? No, 500 is not quite enough. Wait. 500 is enough. Let's do it. So I can get my HP boost. So the librarian does give the hint about defeating the heir via the use of the Holy Cross by basically being able to access everything and get all your stuff, or finding an alternate way to defeat it. The thing is, if you translated stuff, this is the only one that I know because it is so frequently translated. I think there's like 5 different guides out there that'll show it. The librarian thinks the Holy Cross is a physical thing and not the directional pad. Okay, here's the fight. Here is the fight. I think, yep. Okay, this is the one that's going to activate first. So I have my attack, my defense, and my HP are all back. So that's helpful for this. I don't have my magic back, so that's not going to do a lot of damage, but I'll take what I can get. This one isn't terrible. It just is annoying. Let's go ahead and activate this guy now. Let's go ahead and also up my health because I'm very low now. Ooh, he blocked me. Heal, please. Whoop. Nope. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. Is every time he makes a sweep, I'm supposed to go around behind him. There we go. But by defeating him and his partner over there, I can now access this one. If I'm lucky, this is magic. If I'm unlucky, I'm screwed. It's magic, yay. Okay. It's magic. That is an important thing. That it's magic. Because guess what our last one is? It's the quarry! It's the worst fucking fight of the lot! But we have our magic. Whoops. We have our magic back, which is yay. It's very good. It is a very good thing that we have our magic back. Because without it, the last fight that I have to go through is going to be a bitch. It probably still will be, but it's made a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so let's go and we're gonna hit the... We're gonna go ahead and hit the library one here just because it's right here. That'll make it way easier. I only have one more of these to go. We're gonna finish it. We're probably gonna go ahead and finish it and then probably be done, actually. Okay, so let's grab this. Not too much to go. Alright, so now I want to head back to the town center one. So that is going to be up right over here. The only thing we're missing is potion, which is not terrible. Like, really, honestly, it's fine that potion's the last one. Okay, I do think I need to find an alternate route to get up for some of it. Okay, I think our best one is going to be over this way. Wait, this way. So we're going to head up here. Let's go across. Note that room is closed off. We're gonna go up here. Can I not get up there this way? I probably can't. God dang it. This is what we use for coming down, not going up. That's not good. Okay, I'll have to go the other route that I know usually should work. We'll take this one, because that's an environmental ladder. Cross! This one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Where are we going? Up the mountain. Oh, wait, there's one other thing that I can do, but I'll get it later. So yeah, I have to use the alternate back entrance to the quarry by going all the way up the mountain. Down the hidden way over here. Zipping along. Where are we? Okay. And the quarry is also now going to be chock full of the corruptive stuff. I can't even go down to the bottom. It doesn't matter, though. I don't need to go all the way down that far. We're actually just going to go right over to here. For a couple of different reasons. First of all, as seen over here, there's a chest I can reach. That contains a magic upgrade. How much did it take to do you? 400. I probably should have had enough money for this, but I think we'll be okay. This fight's going to be a bitch, but it's not overly terrible. There's also not much else here. So we should be okay. Yeah, so for very combat-heavy areas, the way that they turn them into combat-heavy areas in the latter portion of the game is by making it where the fights are just bitch. So here we go. We can't do much up here, but, we got a friend. Oh, I think I know another reason why I usually get the gun. I mean, the upgraded magic first. Aside from being a bitch that will absolutely corrupt you with every swing, I need the magic upgrade because the gun doesn't do as much damage without it. So that is a bit of a problem. I'm going in here with less magic than I usually have. But I think we should be okay. I can try it one more time. Again, this is the last real bitch of a fight in the entire game if I'm not going for... considering I don't want to fight the air. So let's head back. Nope, I do actually have to hit the staircase. And he's now appeared. Oh, I have more magic back now that I have this back, so that's actually another... So let me go ahead and do this. Come over here. Because I can get more magic back from this as well. Enough for 2 more shots. Awesome. There we go. And by releasing him, he frees up the way to the grave by removing the corruption. I don't know if I freed his soul or he's now well and truly dead because I now killed him in the far shore, but either way, not a good thing. Yeah, so this run's going to be a little bit more scuffed than my usual ones. I think it took me only one time to defeat him when I was doing the other way. But we now have our full complement of healing back, and you can actually see that we've regained our full color. We are full and whole. We can now go back and forth between the far shore and the normal world without much issue. So we have now, in a very mild way, we have now conquered death by the fact that we no longer reduce our stats even when we are in the world of the dead. But who needs it when the air is still a bit of a problem? The airs are really, really hard to fight, and I'm going to jokingly refer to this as a pacifist route. We're not going to kill the air. We're going to take the route that requires a little bit more doing, and why I've been collecting all the damn pages. We have one more page to collect, but it cannot be done in the far shore, as far as I remember. It has to be done outside of it. But now that we have all of our stats and can go back, we can now go back and forth at will. I could open the door now, but I'm grabbing the other page first. Mostly because I already have the, I literally have the puzzle for the door written down, but from my last playthrough, but oh well. It makes things easier so I don't have to spend here 5 hours just doing nothing and sitting here doing nothing. I actually have the ability to just kind of go in here and go boop, and we're good, and we're done, and we get it. Yeah, it'll make 2 decently sized episodes, but that'll be nice for basically covering Tunic's end game. So let's see. I need to head back down, and I need to go to the little house that we used to get our shield. So we're going to go across here. This little house right here. We can now lie down in the bed. And while at first glance it appears that not too much has changed, if I head outside here, we are now back in the world of living. I don't actually need the money. Oh, but now we have this, we can also use the hero's laurels here. And zip around in this fashion. Which we'll need. Oop, I do need down here still. Because we're going to go back to the far shore. And I now have to remember which one uses the West Garden. Left one over here. Which is one of the ones that was blocked off earlier, but also... I think we go this way? Yes! There's our other hidden thing. Sheeb! There we go, okay. Got that one. To the garden. Because this will give us our route to the last page. We'll pop up on the other side of the wall over here. And there it is. Share your wisdom. Is this the last page that I had left? I think I have one more, actually, hiding somewhere. Yeah, I got one hidden, like, right over here that I don't have yet. Yeah, missing 22 and 23. Oh, wait. I think I remember where they are. I have to go back to the swamp, I think. I got a little bit left to go, but it isn't that much. So let's head back to the ruins. I don't know how I missed 22 and 23. Like, entirely. But 22 and 23, and then I'll be able to do the final puzzle. Our final boss battle is basically the final puzzle of the game, but I much prefer this route and its ending. Rather than trying to frickin'... The air's a bitch. Like, actually trying to do that in a boss fight, the air's a bitch. You can do it, but it's just... For what it is, I would rate the air's fight as dang near harder than anything in any Dark Souls game that I've ever played. Can I go back over the damn thing, please? You let me over here. There we go. Ah, get around. Oh, and this will also allow me to explore a couple of those areas that I was mentioning earlier. There's going to be some bitch of an enemies here, but oh well. Yeah, like that guy over there. He's no fun. He's not fun to deal with when you are alive. But now that I have a whole bunch of stats, I should be able to at least somewhat deal with him. Okay. Now the question is, can I do it here, or do I actually have to be dead? If I have to be dead... Oh, there was more berry over there that I could have used! Oh, here we go. This is the one that I needed. Oop. Wait till I'm stored. There we go. That's a coin. That's not what I needed at all. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here's my alternate entrance. And now I can... There we go. He did not want to die for a moment there. Yep, they're here still. Most of the same enemies are here in pretty much the same fashion. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna... Ooh. There we go. Yeah, most of the enemies are going to be here in the same fashion. I just also have these guys that I have to deal with as well now. Ooh, I killed both of them. In one shot. I might have needed to go the other way. There we go. Okay. Oh. There we go. Yeah, so forgive me if I can't remember where the last page is. Although that being said, we will still get some neat stuff from over here. First of all, grab an extra card. Booyah! You are, like, mostly dead now. I'm gonna bury again. Because I think I have a couple extra. Yeah, you can see if at full power, I'm taking these things down no problem. Let's see, down here should be our... Oh, there's one down there. Gotta be careful. There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I did not know I could do this. Oh, you're big. You also kill your own guys when you take a swing. Well, that's not fair. Get down here, you assholes. Well, I'm getting a lot of money, which is very nice, but... it's not what I need right now. Oh, hello. Can I actually? Yes, I can. Fuck you, sir. I don't have to deal with you. Well, that's not what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Potion fragment. Probably could have had that a lot earlier. Had I remembered that back route there, but whoops. I didn't. There we go. Death to you. Okay. Nope, I thought it was over there. Nope. There is always the chance that I have done something astoundingly stupid with regards to how I'm supposed to do this, and I forgot why. Oh, another one of you. Lol. Follow me here, bitch. Okay, this chest has already been gained, but I should now be able to go loop around here. There we go. Hard light is gone. The light is gone. We get a model of ourselves. Okay, now I need to remember where the damn page is. Because for some reason, it's like blanking on me. I got everything fine in the other one without looking up a guide, and now I'm irritated. Like, literally completed the game without needing to use a damn guide, and now I'm stuck here like, where the fuck is this page? Follow me, bitch! You want a piece of me? You follow me. Oops. Oh yeah, I entered into the cathedral. All the enemies respawned. That's bad. Why is that bad? It means everything's respawned. That means including the hideawaymen and the frickin' ghosts and everything are back here. Okay. I'm going to need to find where that damn page is, so, oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. So it's Tunic P 22 and 23. Ooh. Right, okay. I actually could not have gotten it until now. That's why. Okay, there's a part that I completely ignored when I was back in the main area. But I should be able to access it now. But we're almost there. We're almost there. I promise you we're actually almost there. I just have to go grab the page, and then I have to go grab one more page, and then we're done, pretty much. Like, that's all I have left, is 2 more pages for this route. Okay. So, the first page that I need left is hidden up here. I'm using this just because it's the easiest way from where I was in the swamp. So it's this broken bridge over here that I have to go through. Now I can go boink and go in. And the shopkeeper gives me my final page! Hell yes. Thank you, buddy. There we go. That's the one I was missing. I can't believe I didn't fucking do that earlier. Because it actually tells you where everything is. And I was just like, I'm going to blindly go and hope that the right stat I need is here. And I did. I managed to do it that way. It's not how you're supposed to do it, but it's how I managed. Okay. So we have but 1 more page left to go. And for that one, it's all the way back up to the mountaintop. Couple more bog standard enemies to deal with. Okay, so the mountaintop. This didn't actually take me that long. The hardest part is just writing down all the directions and making sure that everything is correct. But here's essentially what you are supposed to do. And I'll go through a couple of different ones because there's some pretty unusual ones here. So let's go to, there should be a page here that signifies it and even the guide. There we go. So we have the door in the mountains. This is done by accomplishing this. So we now have the mentions of the Holy Cross and everything like that. So what these are is page numbers. They correspond to different page numbers. So like, for example, we have a dot down there at the bottom, and it leads up, and it corresponds to page 12. We will now go over to page 12. And it seems a little bit weird, but there is a gold square there next to the potion signal. That's deliberate. That is how you enter the square. So entering it from the bottom, it goes up, and then it goes to the left. There is another section that goes over from the right, and then goes up. But that's not what we're paying attention to right now. We're taking the fact that we are coming up, and we're going up, and then over to the left. So that's how you find that one. There's some pretty nasty ones in here. So now let's go over to 16, because now we went over to the left, so our next one is going to be on 16. It's the background image. And it gets pretty nasty with some of these. Let me show you, there's a couple of real bad ones in here. I'll at least show you every page that I think has something on it. This has one. The insignia down at the bottom, making up part of the candle. That's up, up, right with a cross, down. So that's how you find some of it. This has one. It's in the world is thrown into ruin. There's a little thing next to it. And you can actually see two little golden lines in the frame down there. In the little black area. That is, you come from one square over to the right and then go up. And that disappears into the above square, which I believe is actually number 2. And then you come back down from number 2 to go to the other side there, and then go out the right side. That's a nasty one. It's small, it's not very easily seen. There's worse. There's a little bit of gold around the top sign there on 6. Top right sign has gold that goes up, right, down, right. Here's one of the more interesting ones, and I'll leave that one for last. Note that the line leading to the player character is gold. Yep, that's one you're supposed to use. I already mentioned 12 because it's one of the starting ones. It's the gold square. I don't think there's anything on these pages. 15 is similar to 14, is similar to 16. You can also see the background path here. This one's really hard to see, but some of the dashed lines in the stat upgrade window there, or noting about the stat upgrade window, are golden. And that includes a dash sitting there between the potion level 1 and potion level 2 items. The golden square on 21 is a line that you are supposed to take, and it actually is your insignia about the golden path. So this is actually the first one that actually is related to, that actually says anything about it. The fact that your numbering system is actually part of the challenge here, or the fact that it's like slightly off or skewed or something like that, like a misprint, That's not a misprint. You're looking at the gold lines around the squares. The gold after images are part of the puzzle. I forget if there's anything here. I don't think so. The golden portion here of the West Garden map is included. As is the little golden thing that we found the chest on. Down here at the bottom by the island. In the overworld map. Atoll, sun in the cloud. That's part of the line. So is the yellow line that goes through the map here. The one that extends off to the frog's domain is actually a hint that you can go that way, but it's also part of the line that extends that then goes down around the bottom up to the top, and then exits back to the overworld. The top line that says the zone is extremely dangerous and best left alone even if you're feeling brave, only ghosts are permitted to enter the inner grounds. You might notice that there's gold lines around the outside of it. That's it. That's part of it. Number 40 down there. You see how there's a little bit of a crack coming out from the bottom? I didn't refer to this map at all because I knew fairly easily what I was supposed to do here. But, yeah. That little golden line down there is part of it. That's a coffee stain tinting it. That they turned into, hey, guess what? That's a piece of the puzzle. Similar to how it was done on 12 and 4, the golden lines back there with the fact that there is a black in the middle, that's part of it. That's part of it. It's part of the background, but it's also part of the line. This one's a little tricky because it involves part of the door and it doesn't look too much different from the actual thing, but that is a line sitting there in the door. It follows vaguely similar to the path that's on the door itself, but there is a line connecting the two dots where you are supposed to start the door line. This is another part of the Golden Path one, though, so it does make a reference to it. Share your wisdom page that I got right here. Hey, guess what? That is coming off the book. That's a line. That golden line coming off the top, that's a line. Also, I like how it's clearing the game, take a right place, or seeking an end. Share your wisdom. Use the power of the Holy Cross and traverse the Golden Path, which is what we're trying to do. The Fairy Spring. Hey, guess what? That line right there and that right there. First of all, they're supposed to... That is the clue that helps you do all of those, like, flower puzzles and stuff like that. You see the dots, and then it's like, oh, I'm supposed to follow them using that same pathing. Hey, guess what? That part of the line right there on 48, that's part of it. The example is one of the things for the final puzzle. This is one of the trickier ones because it's integrated into... It's integrated into the door here, and I can't exactly get a good view on it. Can I get in there? No. But anyways, left side of the door has golden flecks coming from the right, or coming from the left, going right, and then up all the way to the top. Right side of the door has it come from the right-hand side, left, go down without ever touching the other one, and then go back around. And that's part of it. That's a part of the line. You'll notice it gets a little bit gold as it goes around the memo line up there. And up at the top, that is a golden dash right across it. That's part of it. I think we only have 1 or 2 more slots to go. This is 52. This is the ending one. So this is just the ending position we're at right in the center, but we have one more thing to do. Page 9, it mentioned that something else was here. Now, I kind of already did this already, so you're going to see multiple load and save files here, but, once you hit a certain point in the game, this shows up. A file that has, next to the largest amount of money that you can get, half the pages, full stats, and it's maxed out on time. If I load it, you'll notice there's a golden path here. I've already cleared everything out, so sometimes there are going to be barrels here. There's a dash here. And then it loops back around. I don't know if it's official or canon, but this has been deemed purgatory. But you are to follow this as part of the line. So, yep, they even integrate a piece of level design in an unknown save file that is scheduled only to appear, I think, after you hit the death stage. And go to purgatory. Now let me go load back on the normal one. We're close enough to the ending. I'm just going to keep going. So this is going to be extra long. As I'm going to reach the damn thing so I can get the file for you. Okay. So now let's go. Up to the top. I have not shown you everything for the golden path that you need. I believe this is 100 consecutive inputs, so if I have to do this a couple of times, do be warned. That's why. So we're going to stand right here in front of it. I have it all written down. And I'm going to be quiet for a moment because it's actually really, really hard for me to concentrate when I'm doing both because I will lose position. But starting from down, I'm going up and following all of those from there. Oh, I missed one. I have to be, like, kind of exact with it, and the D-pad doesn't like to work very well. I think I'm hitting 2 buttons at certain points, but this is the right path. Okay, I'm going to do it up. I'm going to do it with the thing. Up, left, down, left, up, left, down, left, up, right, up, left, up, right, down, right, up, left, up, right, up, left, down, left, up, right, up, left, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, left, down, right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, left, down, right, down, left, down, right, down, left, down, right, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, left, up, right, up, left, down, left, up, right, up, left, up. Fucking! I'm hitting like 2 buttons, I think, I'm sure. There we go! Yeah, I had to basically, like, make sure that I was fully releasing the button and going, like, up, over, down. But, yeah. Oh, we finally got it. Come on, you. Get back. There we go. Tunic instruction booklet. And we get a nice little detail of the fox as it's supposed to look like. In full armor. Cutting apart a slorm. And yeah, there we go. We get a nice little developer message. But no, one more thing. We hope you've had fun, but at least there's one more thing for you to do. If this is your final page, you should pay a visit to a certain someone and share your wisdom. Yeah, we're gonna do that. The heir needs to know what we've been doing. So, all that's left to do is to descend the mountain and head to the far shore. And you know what? We don't need that. Not where we're going. It is time to share the wisdom. And the scene is going to look a little bit familiar heading out here, but... You know what? Yeah, let's even do this. while it looks familiar, something is off. Don't you remember who you used to be? What life was like before you entered? Maybe we could have that again now. Okay. To be irreverent for a moment. I did once joke on Blue Sky that basically the ending of Tunic is if you're to try and kill the heir, if you kill the heir, you become the next heir. You become the heir to the heir, and you basically just repeat the cycle. That's cute how they're dancing. I'm sorry. But yeah. So you become the next heir to the heir. So you're the one who takes over that position. You now become part and stuck in the cycle and have to kill the next person who comes across. This ending here gives you a happy ending with the fox that came before you. You break the cycle, and you do it by throwing a history book and shout them, "Read, motherfucker!" Want to be friends now? And it works. Oh, but that is Tunic. That is Tunic. Oh my god, I love this game to bits. This is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. I love the art style. It's cute. It's adorable. I love the fact that it's an integration of 3 freaking games that are actually all really good on their own, but they combine it and make it into something fantastic. It is a combination of Dark Souls with its checkpoint system and its map styles. It's a combination of Legend of Zelda, specifically the handheld ones mostly, with how it controls the landscapes, the environments, the puzzle bosses, and stuff like that. Dark Souls also plays into the fact that it is difficult as hell. You are designed to do that, and you have to go and pick up where you left off and, like, pick up the fragment of yourself you left behind before you can continue onwards. And there is also the, there's influences from The Witness in the Golden Path and the hidden stuff that you can find all over the place. The puzzling way that you have to figure out some of the stuff like that through there. If you haven't played The Witness, it's the weakest of the 3 games to me. It's still damn good, even though it's mostly just like environmental puzzle solving stuff. But it's still good. Like if that's your thing, if puzzle solving is a thing for you, definitely recommend it. I might try a little bit of it here on it at some point, but it's also ridiculously hard. It throws a lot of weird specifications at it that, admittedly, I still have trouble with, and I cannot complete the final areas, but it's still amusing. But yeah. It's just such a good Tunic. Using that and integrating that as like some of the puzzles that you need for the golden ending is amazing. I also like the fact that it's one of the few out there that has like a golden ending now. Like for some reason there's a lot of them now that don't utilize that. They're all like, especially if you're playing a Dark Souls style thing, it ends very bleakly. Whereas this one has a very overt, like, pacifist golden ending, and I kind of like that. And I think more need it. And yep, that is the end. You can do a New Game Plus, which will copy your items into New Game Plus. There is very, very little that it doesn't take over. It's mostly your held items, I think, that it doesn't take. New Game Plus has the ability to get the rest of your stat upgrades in there. You can upgrade everything to 8, which you can do with that. It adds some new enemies in there. It also does a couple of other things, but as far as I'm concerned with playing it so far, it hasn't changed a ton. There's nothing too particularly different, and I wouldn't try and do the air again. I wouldn't try to do the air on the original one, and even with it giving you a little extra bump with all the extra items and stuff like that you get, defeating the air at this point is basically a happy ending override that I wouldn't want to do. So since I figured it out, I've basically gone through. Also, the air is like the most absolute stone cold bitch of a boss fight. It goes through a pretty normal fight like you would have with the closest thing I can give is maybe like the Scav boss. It does something like that, but amps it up to 11, and then proceeds to do the same thing again and then throw corruption at you for a second bar. It's nasty. It's bad. I've never defeated the air once it gets to the second stage, and most of the time I get stuck on the first and use up all my items, and then I have nothing going into the second part, and it's bad. It's bad. And yeah, especially with some of those last ones there, the 2 nights, the full set, the full complement at the cathedral, the last corrupted fox thing that you have to face, and the quarry at the second part of there. Yeah, no, I'm done. I don't need no more fight. I'm done with it. I don't need to do something like that. That one is just trying to get all the stuff back so I can finish the damn ending to obtain and go back and be able to do all that. But yeah, because you have to restore everything before you can get. You have to restore yourself to full thing before I think you can do the golden ending. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's Tunic. We're definitely ending on that one, so I probably will not be doing the New Game Plus. But yeah, it's fantastic. I love every portion of this. If you haven't played it, even if you've been spoiled with this, I do definitely recommend go out and do it yourself because, yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. It handles extremely well. It's easy to pick up on again. If you played any of the Legend of Zelda games, it's very easy to pick up on. It's a little bit harder as a result because it shows that Dark Souls influence, but it's still great for it, which is also a rare thing to say. A game that takes Dark Souls influence is actually positive for it. And the puzzles, again, like once you realize the secret of the Holy Cross and everything, a lot of those puzzles are mind-blowing. Like once you're able to figure that out and how it works. So yeah, I adore this game. I recommend it. Wholly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. I will be doing a Dia Yodi Bites that on my channel soon that will state this a lot more eloquently for how I feel about it. But absolutely recommend doing Tunic and getting it for yourself and playing it through. You can also check out New Game and see if you can figure out some of the stuff that I missed. If there's anything worth it to New Game Plus. Again, I'm not going to do New Game Plus because I don't see a reason to do it at this point, except for getting all the stat upgrades. I might do it in my free time and then play it if I do it later, but it's probably going to be more like a highlight reel of me going through in my off time and doing it as a recording than it would be me doing it as a stream thing. Unless, like, I'm not that popular, but if it gets popular enough, I might. But for right now, I would say that's it for right now. That is going to be it for Tunic, and I will move on to something else. I honestly thought this would take a little bit longer, so we're probably going to do something a little bit small, a couple of items a little bit smaller, and then go into the other large game idea that I had. So we'll do that instead, probably. But that does mean that is all for right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Actually, wait, no, that's not how it is. Until we meet again on these dusty trails, have a howling good day. There we go. Oh, this is scuffed.